Most videos on connecting Claude with Canva focus on making social media images. Even though that sounds exciting, I think you'll be disappointed because the results just aren't that good. Where this Claude to Canva connection does work really well right now, though, is taking ugly plain text documents and turning them into polished, branded digital assets. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to connect Claude to Canva, how to get Claude to use Canva's brand kit so your output actually matches your fonts and colors. A few gotchas worth knowing before you waste your time with this stuff, and then we'll take a plain old page of text and hand it to Claude and let it turn the text into something that feels much more presentable and valuable. And by the way, my name is Jim Shirley. I help people with AI and creating digital products with methods like this one I'm about to show you today. I've got a community where you can get all the prompts I use, some of the courses I've made, and it's all free. The link to join is just down in the description. Let's hop over to my desktop and I am going to show you how to connect Canva into your Claude. Now, if you've done this with OpenAI, it's the same exact thing, but all you have to do is just get logged into your account. From this screen over on the left side, you're going to have your little toolbox where you can customize things. And then Canva is a connector, okay? So what I've done, I have disconnected my Canva just so that I can show you how to connect it. All right, so when we go in here, then you may have to hit your plus button and then say browse connectors. All right, and then just search up Canva in here. All right, and then you'll find it there. And then all we have to do is say connect, okay? So grant access, and then what's gonna happen here is probably you don't need to read all of these, you can just say allow, but I do want to show you, okay? So we're back to Claude after that all happens. What I do wanna show you is that when you come in here to connectors and touch on Canva, then you can see all the permissions that it has, and you can change some of these things real quick. So this isn't a tutorial about all of that, so no big deal, but if there's any of this that you're not 100% sure about, you can always switch the drop down to say needs approval, and then that way Claude will ask you before it does anything. So I'm just gonna say needs approval on the right, delete tools. I may change that later, but that's it. Now you're connected to Canva inside of Claude, and we can start using it in the chat window, which is what we're going to do next. Now I just want to show you really quick what's possible with these documents. So we're taking a plain text document, and what happens is Claude gives us 4 suggestions that are all things that we can open as templates inside of Canva, okay? So that's what's possible. I'm going to show you step by step how we got there. Using the Canva connector inside of Claude is super easy. So all we have to do is basically just start chatting, and it's going to know when to use it and when not to. I think a good practice is just to mention Canva in your prompt so that it kind of triggers everything. But you can see here when I hit the plus button, I can go to connectors. Canva is turned on. It does have these skills and everything, okay? So that's all we need. We're ready to go. So let's go ahead and paste in a text document. I'll show you exactly what my prompt is going to be next. Okay, so I'm in Google Docs right now, and this is one of the documents that I have inside of my free community, which is something you can join down below, but this walks through YouTube video creation for like faceless videos, step by step with different prompts and that kind of thing. So I'll keep this in there, but I wanted to create something that looks a little nicer because as you can see, it's basically just a plain text document. So let's see what we can do here. I am just going to hit Control A and then select everything, okay? And then I'm going to go to the Edit menu, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to say Copy as Markdown. You can just copy this as plain text too. So if you don't see that Markdown thing, then don't worry about it, but that's a nice structure to pass in to Claude, and so I do that when possible. Okay, so I'm going to take that, and then we're going to bounce over here to Claude, and we're going to start our chat. So I just paste that in as a document, and then I'm just going to ask Claude to format this thing. All right, so I'm going to click in there. Hey there, can you take this document and transform it into something that looks really nice and uses, all right, let's give this a shot. Hey there, I just want to take the text in this document and turn it into a really nice presentable document in Canva that I can share as a PDF and that looks super nice. Can you help me do that? Okay, so I just dictate that stuff in, and then we're just going to hit go. And now I'm setting us up here for one of the gotchas that is going to happen with this Claude connector, or with this Canva connector in Claude. All right, what's going to happen is it's going to try to make it into a Canva doc, all right, because I didn't give it any other instructions. And what we'll see here in just a second when this finishes is that Canva docs by themselves really don't have any style. Okay, so it's basically the same thing that I just had in Google Docs. Okay, so there we go. These are the first things it came back with. Not too bad. You can see though that they're pretty plain, and it's not everything from my document. Well, you probably can't see that, but basically it's summarized things here and just made it 3 pages. So if I open this in Canva, then it's not going to be my whole document. Really what I wanted was it to take all of my content and style it. So these are some of the quirks with Canva and the connectors between OpenAI and Claude and stuff, is that it's not like AI is giving Canva some magical prompt. It's still just basic Canva. And so the way we can leverage this though is to use one of the things which helps us with a presentation style format. So the key word here that I used was document. That's what's throwing it off a little bit. And so what we can do is turn this into a presentation. All right, so let's try that. Hey there, this looks okay, but it looks like it's summarizing some of the content, and I want to be sure that all of the text in my document shows up in this Canva PDF that we're creating. I wonder if we can turn this into a presentation or something like that. Would that give us more flexibility with the style and keeping all the content? Okay, so I'm gonna just send that off. Okay, so now let me walk you through what's gonna happen next. Is since I use that trigger word presentation, Canva in this connector has like a special tool that when you say presentation, it actually will build an outline for you slide by slide and show you the text for approval, and you can edit each slide and everything like that. Then you can hit generate images, and then you know, all right, all the text and content that I want in there is going to be good. So in just a second, I'm going to actually show you how we can control the design to some extent too, but we'll get to that in just a minute. Okay, so what's happened here is that it's come back with the outline as I talked about, and so we can go through step by step. So it says it's the title slide and it shows you the text on each one of these, okay? So this looks pretty good, and it ends up, as I know, I don't have to read through these while we're on video because I've already walked through this as a test, but it does a great job of taking the content from my document and putting it into these slides. Okay, so let's see how many I ended up creating. 17 slides. Okay, so I think that's great. So what I'm gonna do is hit generate design. Now you can tweak some of these little things here. So I'll show you, you can transform the audience to be from professional to educational. It seems to default to professional a lot so far in my usage of it. Here in this drop down, it says comprehensive, and that's where I like it to be, especially when I'm trying to convert one of my documents and I want to be sure I preserve all the content that's in it. All right, so I do comprehensive there, but you can see that you could have it summarize things, right? And then this part is for the style, and this is where we can jump in and actually apply a brand kit. I happen to have a couple of brand kits set up inside of Canva, and what a brand kit does is it basically makes it so that Canva forces a color scheme and fonts and some other stuff as well if you want, but those are the main things. So you have colors that you want, and then you have the fonts that you want whenever you generate documents. And I don't use it all the time, but when I'm using these connectors, it's great because I don't have to apply the brand kit inside of Canva. The AI will just do that for me. Okay, so it's just another time saver. So let's jump back over to Canva, and I'm just going to show you how to set up a brand kit. Okay, so brands are something that are just available to the Pro plan. All right, all we have to do is just touch on brand over here in the menu and then hit this little drop down. Okay, and then it says create new brand kit. All right, so let's do that, and we'll just call this YouTube, and it'll be just for us. I'm not going to spend a lot of time in here, but you could. You can add your logo and stuff like that. But what I'm going to do is just set a color palette here. Okay, so I like black. I like this gold color. All right, so it's just grabbing some of the content colors that I like to use on a regular basis. So I like to have white. All right, and then maybe let's just do this green. I'm just going to hit save on that. Okay, so there's our colors. Back over here to the left side, you can see we're in the YouTube brand, colors, and then fonts. Let's just add a font here. Okay, so you can't go through everything and choose one. It's a little tedious, but I always choose Lotto or whatever however you say it. All right, boom, check mark. Okay, so you can just go through and grab those, and then for the body text, I'm going to choose that one as well. All right, and then I'm just going to hit save. So now, whenever I create stuff, you can see over here in this presentation I created earlier, it's got my color scheme and stuff, and it's got my fonts. So now that's set up, we can come back over here to Claude. It may not be able to see that new brand kit in here right at this moment, so I'm just going to apply. So the way we get to this, again, by default it's going to be here on styles. All we have to do is touch on apply brand kit. If you don't see that, maybe it's just because you don't have a Pro plan on Canva. So just FYI there, don't worry about it. But if you do have the Pro plan, apply the brand kit, choose your brand, and then be done with that. Now we can say generate design. Okay, and that's going to actually drop a prompt in here and give you this warning message that says, hey, this could be like malicious whatever. I don't know why it does that, but we'll just go ahead and say okay and let that go. So that took a couple of minutes, but here we are with a couple of options, right? So the typical thing that Claude will do is generate 4 different styles for you, and then you can choose whichever one you like best. So you can see it put some cool images on there, and then these are just the cover pages. So if you click on one, you can actually go in and see the rest of the slides as well. Now we can look at the content it put on each of these slides. All right, looks pretty good. Video script prompts. I'm just checking to see how the content ended up here, and does it look good? And it does, right? It's looking pretty nice. Okay, and then what's cool is I've got this. Now, granted, like, I think when you look at this, you're probably thinking, oh, this looks pretty nice, but maybe I want to make some edits or change some things. Me too, right? But this is a huge step forward from my Google Doc that we had over here, right? Which just looks like this. So now what I've got is something which I can actually PDF and put up for sale even, right? This is something which I would feel comfortable putting up for sale as a product. And so that's my whole point, is like, how do you take all this content you've got with ChatGPT and Claude and stuff like that, all this text, and turn it into something nice? Well, this is the way to do it. And I think this is the best use case in 2026 for Canva connecting to OpenAI or Claude. Let's go ahead and look at this. Let's make some edits and stuff. All right, so you can see, boom, we can make this bold if we want, right? Everything's editable in here, including the images. Okay, so this one has some weird text on it. I may replace that with something else. We could actually put in one of my uploaded documents in there. Okay, right? You can see this is super nice, right? Like, it actually frames everything out. So it's like ready to use, and frames so we can drag images in there. So anyway, I hope you found some value in this. I hope this has been helpful. If it is, please give this a like. And I'd love to have you as a subscriber on the channel as well. And hey, listen, if you've got some use cases that you've thought of with this Canva and Claude connector, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what you're up to with this and see what's going on. So thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.